Hey everybody, time for my Week 11 college football picks. But before I get into this week's picks, let's take a look at how I did last week. Despite it being a big week of teams falling apart and losing, I had a pretty good week. I went 14-6 on my picks. I don't believe I hit my upset, so I'll take it for what it's worth, but still 14-6. That's a pretty good week. So these are straight up picks. Of course, these top 25 is from the college football playoff rankings. I will mention the point spread for those that want to know what the point spread is. So, with that said, let's look at the games of this week. Starting with a Friday night game, Colorado is at 8th ranked USC. Colorado 1-8, USC 8-1. The Trojans are favored by 34 points in this one. I'm going with USC to win that game. I'd be a dummy to go against them, especially on a team against Colorado. To the games on Saturday, Indiana is at 2nd ranked Ohio State. Indiana 3-6, Ohio State 9-0. The Buckeyes are favored by 40 points. 40 points. I'm going with Ohio State to win. I'm not really sure if it'll be the 40, but I'm going to go with the Buckeyes to win. 7th ranked LSU travels to Arkansas. LSU 7-2, coming off that big win at home against Alabama. Arkansas 5-4. LSU favored by 3. I'm going to go with LSU. I was a little bit tempted to go with Arkansas, but I figured maybe not go on that pick. I'm going to go with LSU to win. Missouri travels to 5th ranked Tennessee. Missouri 4-5, Tennessee 8-1. The Volunteers are favored by 20.5. Tennessee suffering their first loss of the season last week. They are going to rebound this week. They will win this game. I like Tennessee to win. Notre Dame plays Navy. This game is going to be in Baltimore. Notre Dame 6-3, Navy 3-6. Notre Dame 20th team in the country. Fighting Irish are favored by 15.5 to win. I'm going to go with Notre Dame to win this one. After coming off that huge win against Clemson, they're going to keep going with another win. Purdue travels to 21st ranked Illinois. Purdue 5-4, Illinois 7-2. The Illini are favored by 6.5. I got a funny feeling about this one. I'm going Purdue in an upset, but it's not my upset pick of the week. I'm taking Purdue to beat Illinois. Vanderbilt travels to 24th ranked Kentucky. Vanderbilt 3-6, Kentucky 6-3. The Wildcats are favored by 18 points. I'm going to go with Kentucky to win that game. That should be a pretty easy victory for the Wildcats. Alabama travels to Ole Miss. Alabama 9th in the country, Ole Miss 11th. The Crimson Tide are favored by 12. Alabama 7-2, Ole Miss 8-1. I'm going with Alabama. I think this is going to be a rebound game for them to win and to keep whatever slim hopes of the college football playoffs they have left, which is almost none. But I think more importantly, to keep their hopes of the SEC West alive, which they got a little bit of a better chance there. I'm taking Alabama to win. Boston College is at 16th ranked North Carolina State. Boston College 2-7, NC State 7-2. The Wolfpack favored by 19 points. I'm going with NC State to win this game. They had that big win against Wake Forest last week. They will keep this going. North Carolina State to win. Louisville travels to 10th ranked Clemson. Louisville 6-3, Clemson 8-1. The Tigers are favored by 7 after getting embarrassed in South Bend. I see Clemson coming back this week to win, and they will probably dominate Louisville. Maryland travels to 14th ranked Penn State. Maryland 6-3. Penn State 7-2. The Nittany Lions are favored by 10 on this one. I like Penn State to win this game, although I think it may be a little bit closer than what the experts have it. I'm going to go with Penn State to win. Nebraska travels to third-ranked Michigan. Nebraska 3-6. Michigan 9-0. The Wolverines favored by 31 points. I am taking Michigan to win this game to stay undefeated. In a very interesting game in what could be a preview of the American Athletic Conference title game, 22nd ranked UCF is at 17th ranked Tulane. UCF 7-2, Tulane 8-1. Tulane is favored by 1.5 points. Like I said, this could be a preview of that conference title game. I'm taking Tulane on this one. This was a hard game to pick, but I'm going to take Tulane to win. It should be a very close but competitive game. Kansas State, 19th ranked Kansas State travels to Baylor. Both teams are 6-3. Baylor is favored by 2.5. Kansas State coming off a loss against Texas, which kind of surprised me. I'm going with Baylor to win here to keep their hopes of a possible Big 12 title game appearance on the line. Number 1, Georgia is at Mississippi State. Georgia 9-0, Mississippi State 6-3. The Bulldogs are favored by 16 points. I'm going to take Georgia to win. They are the number 1 team in the country for a reason. They will keep it that way. 25th ranked Washington is at 6th ranked Houston. Washington 7-2, Oregon 8-1. The Ducks are favored by 13.5. I'm going to go with Oregon to win here. I don't think this is a preview of the Pac-12 title game. I think Washington is going to be eliminated from that picture after this week. Oregon to win. Then we've got TCU, 4th ranked TCU at 18th ranked Texas. TCU 9-0, Texas 6-3. Texas is favored by 7 on this one, which surprises me, but this is going to be my upset pick of the week this week. I'm taking TCU on the road to beat Texas to stay undefeated and keep their college football playoff hopes alive. 15th ranked North Carolina is at Wake Forest. North Carolina 8-1, Wake Forest 6-3. The Demon Deacons are favored by 3.5 on this one. I'm going to take North Carolina to win this one. They look really good at this point. I'm going to take Carolina to win. Flip the paper here. 23rd ranked Florida State is at Syracuse. Florida State 6-3, so is Syracuse. Florida State favored by 7 to win this one. I'm going Florida State to win. Stanford is at 13th ranked Utah. Stanford 3-6, Utah 7-2. The Utes are favored by 24 points. I am taking Utah to win this one to go to 8-2. And finally, Arizona travels to 12th ranked UCLA. Arizona 3-6, UCLA 8-1. The Bruins are favored by 19.5 points to win. I'm taking UCLA to win that game. Set up a very interesting matchup with USC to where that could determine the second spot for the Pac-12 title game, because I think Oregon's pretty much got their spot wrapped up. All right, do you agree or disagree with my picks? Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of when a brand new video pops up, click on the bell to be notified of when a new video pops up. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy this week, week 11 of college football.